Morning, Tom. I was surprised to see you gone when I woke up, lol. Did you pop over to Walmart?
Morning. Although it's almost not. Elsa, you're sleeping too much just because it's your day off. It's already 10.
Sorry, lol. I just couldn't finish up quickly yesterday.
Weren't you working into the night?
Yep. It's nice to have the flexibility to work whenever you work from home. But days like that are tough. If you're out, can you grab me a coffee? I need my morning coffee.
Isn't it a little borderline for it to be morning coffee? Anyway, I can't. I'm not running errands. I'm at Mom's.
Oh, with your mom? Again?
What do you mean, again? I don't go that often.
You kinda do. You spend most of your weekends with your mom.
Well, do you blame me? Mom's all lonely after Dad passed. She's at the age where I start to worry about her.
I get it, but... Can't we sometimes go on a date together?
Sorry. Another time.
You always say that. It's good that you take care of your mom. But sometimes you should take care of me, too.
You don't need it. Anyway, you can start asking for that kind of thing when you finish your chores. You haven't done yesterday's laundry yet. The hamper's full.
Oh, sorry. I'll do it now.
And make sure you polish my shoes. I have an important client lunch meeting tomorrow. Also, there was loads of dust behind the TV, so clean that up too. Oh, I'll eat at home tonight, so I'll leave dinner to you.
Aren't you asking way too much of me? I don't mind the shoes, but like the dust, you could have just done that when you noticed.
But why do I have to do it? That's a woman's job. This is what wives do.
Nope, that makes no sense. If I have to do everything, then what's the husband for? You don't think husband should ever help out with anything?
Men earn the money, women take care of the house. That's how marriage works.
That is so outdated, lol. You don't just get to be the man of the house these days.
But it was that way with my parents. Mom supported my dad like that by doing the housework. You should be doing that for me too, Elsa.
I might stay at home, but I work full-time. Did you forget that part?
But that's just what you chose to do, isn't it? I told you that I wanted you to be a housewife when we got married, but you ignored that. You made your bed, so now you have to lie in it.
But you agreed to me continuing my career. You still married me after having that discussion. Given that, I think it's only fair you support me as well.
I agreed, but I didn't say I'd support you. Anyway, you can't make the breadwinner of the family do the housework. If Mom heard, she'd be angry.
It doesn't matter what your mom thinks. This is a problem between us, not her.
This is her problem too. Mom's been a housewife much longer than you. You should listen to your elders.
I do think your mom's incredible, and I respect her. But we don't have to do things the same as other people. We have our own way of living. There's no need to copy everything your mom does.
You're trying to sound profound, but you're just being selfish. That's only convincing from someone who's good at what they do. Elsa, it just falls flat when you say it.
Then why don't you just stay with your mom? You don't have to come back home.
Oof, the truth hurts, right? Lol. Just do the things I said before I get home. I'm telling you as the man of the house. Elsa, I heard from Tom. You're out of line. You need to respect your husband.
Hi, Mom. What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. Tom is putting food on the table, Elsa. You need to support my son properly. You can't just keep being selfish.
Oh, did Tom say something to you?
Oh yeah, he told me more than just something. He says you don't do the housework. You talk back to him. He complains about it every time he comes over to see me, you know.
Well, I had no idea. Sorry about that. I know things must be tough for you living alone, so I'm sorry I burdened you with that.
It's fine. I don't mind that. It's my job as a parent to listen to him.
That's true.
But that's not the problem. It's his relationship with you. I told you before, right? It's the wife's job to support the husband by doing the housework. Did you forget?
No, I haven't forgotten. It's just that I couldn't meet his expectations. I'm sorry about that.
I told you all about it when you got married, didn't I? If you don't do your duty, things won't go smoothly for the two of you.
You did say that. But I'd say Tom is the one not pulling his weight. I'm working too. So it's difficult for me unless he helps around the house too.
I get what you're saying, Elsa. I'm sure it's difficult to keep on top of the chores while working as well.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But you know what? That's what a married couple is. You have to support each other.
I get what you're saying too, Shelley. But at the moment, it seems like I'm the one who's doing all the supporting. Can you really call that supporting each other?
Elsa, you're still young, so maybe that's why you still think in that way. But that's just a wife's duty. You can't just be selfish forever.
Uh-huh. You're so right. I'm sorry.
Do you really get it? Aren't you just being sarcastic now?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't be sarcastic to you, Mom.
Then that's fine. Are you sure?
Yes, I get it perfectly. So don't you worry one bit.
But I'm still worried. Wait, how about I live with you two? Then I can see how you're doing with the housework firsthand. I can help take care of Tom too, so we can kill two birds with one stone.
No, you don't need to worry. Our house is small. I don't want you to live somewhere so cramped.
But Elsa, I was so glad when you two got married. It'd be a shame if it ended in divorce over a little difference in opinion.
Well, you're not wrong. But honestly, I think we'll be fine without you. Tom and I are doing okay. Really.
It's fine. You don't have to worry about me, Elsa. I'll speak to Tom about this. So you don't have to worry.
Tom, have you finished work? I want to talk to you about your mom.
I just finished. What's up?
Your mom says she should live with us. Can you tell her no, Tom?
Why?
Well, because it's difficult for me to tell her. It's not as if she listened to what I said anyway. She'll have to give up if you tell her, right, Tom?
No, I meant why are we saying no to her? There's no reason she can't live with us, right? Actually, I already said yes, so it's too late.
What do you mean you said yes?
Mom called me at lunchtime. I told her that she could live with us. She said she'll tell her landlord she's moving out. She should be around here next week.
Are you serious? Why would you decide that on your own? You didn't even ask me.
Why would the man of the house have to ask about something? Isn't it my choice who lives in my house?
Oh, come on. Being the man of the house doesn't mean you can just do anything you want.
I don't want to be nagged at by a wife who can't even take care of the house. Mom will be here from next week, so make sure you prepare a room for her. You can do that, right?
We can't do that. We don't have a spare room. We have our bedroom and my office.
That's easy. You can turn your office into a bedroom for her. Problem solved.
What? Then which room will I use? I need a room to work in.
You don't need a dedicated room to work from home, lol. I was just letting you use that room because we had one to spare. So quit complaining!
Do you really mean that? Why do I have to jump through hoops to have your mother live here? You're the one who should be accommodating her, not me.
If you really want a room, why don't you use the garden shed? It might be small, but it's big enough for your cute little remote job, right? Lol.
Are you being serious? You are being such a chauvinist pig right now. If the garden shed is so easy to use, why don't you go there, Tom?
The man of the house says you now get the garden shed. It's decided now. You have to abide by a decision made by the man of the house.
Fine then. You really want to play this game? Then the landlord says that you now get to live outside. As a tenant, you have to abide by a decision made by the landlord. Lol.
What? Landlord? What kind of joke is that? It's not funny at all.
You said that moving is the wife's job. So you left it all for me to sort out, remember? I'm the owner of this house.
What? I never knew that.
Of course you didn't. You made me do everything. You wouldn't even try to listen to me.
But a couple's property is a shared asset, right? If you're the owner, then I must be too. Then you don't have a right to do that.
I inherited the house from my grandmother before we got married. So it's not a shared asset, only mine. Sucks to be you, lol.
Seriously? I thought you would have put my name on the mortgage, with me being the man and all.
It's your own fault for not trying to learn about all this. But I'm not completely cold-hearted. I'll let your mom stay with us for now. You can set up a tent in the backyard.
Oh, come on. You can't be serious about my room being the backyard. I was just kidding about you getting the shed. You're just messing with me, right? Oh.
You finished work, right, Tom? I'm going to a friend's now. Make sure you get your stuff outside by the time I get back. I'm telling you as the landlord. Elsa, why are you ignoring all of my calls since yesterday? We need to talk, so pick up. Oh, good morning, Mom. You've been blowing up my phone since yesterday. What is it? Don't you what is it me? Tom came to my house yesterday evening. What do you mean you kicked him out of the house? I wondered where he went because he didn't come back. Sorry for causing you trouble. I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. You can't do this just because you own the house. What kind of wife kicks out her husband from the house? Explain yourself. Oh, I can explain myself perfectly. Tom said that he wanted me to clear out a room for you. So that's exactly what I did. You're welcome. But you didn't have to kick him out. Kicking him out to make space for me isn't a solution. What you did makes no sense and you know that. I know, right? But it seems like Tom himself doesn't get what makes sense either. What do you mean? Oh, you're not aware? Your son is the one that tried to kick me out of the house in the first place. Huh? Really? I didn't know about this. He probably didn't want to be scolded by his precious mommy. I told him that I need a room to work in, so he laughed and told me that I could use the shed. Well, he shouldn't have said that, I'll admit, but you're his wife and you're supposed to support him. He went too far saying you should go to the shed, but you still can't just force your husband to live in a tent. Then what about him trying to abandon his wife? Is that all right? What's that supposed to mean? He doesn't even carry out his own responsibilities properly. Then he gets home and lies around. But he orders me around like a slave. You call that a fair marriage? Don't make me laugh, lol. I get it, but that's what marriage is. Tom is working hard as the breadwinner. You can't expect him to take care of the house too. Your husband's putting food on the table. You can't complain about that. I just go along with Tom calling himself the breadwinner and the man of the house. But I earn more than him. What? We couldn't afford the bills on Tom's low salary, let alone his expensive hobbies. We save his entire salary. Then how do you afford your living expenses? Can't you see the payslips? Fortunately, my salary can pay for the two of us. So I bear all of our living costs.
It's not normal for a woman to be earning more than her husband. What's going on here?
We live in a different time than when you were younger, Mom. This is quite normal these days.
But Tom told me that you only earn enough for a little spending money.
I've never shown Tom my payslips. I sort out all of the finances, too. Well, I don't think he'd be saying that I only earn a little spending money if he saw my workload. It's a sign that he doesn't pay attention to me.
I can't believe this. So you're telling me that Tom was wrong this whole time? I was wrong too?
I plead the fifth on that one. But the fact is that I'm the one supporting this household financially. So he can't blame me for treating him however I want. Because that's what it means to support the breadwinner, right?
I'm sorry, Elsa. I was wrong.
Oh, now you want to apologize. You broke a promise and went to your mom's.
I heard everything from Mom. You've been paying all our living costs, right? You own the house, too. I didn't know, but I'm sorry.
And? So what if you're sorry for everything you did? You're still with your beloved mommy, right? Why don't you just stay there?
But Mom just chewed me out. She said that it's true that it's the wife's duty to support the breadwinner. But the husband needs to be responsible as the breadwinner for her to do that.
Oh, so you're apologizing now because your mommy scolded you. This is the least genuine apology I have ever received in my life.
It's true that it's partly because of what Mom said. But I think I screwed up too. So I want you to accept this as a heartfelt apology.
I bet you're just apologizing because your mom's giving you a hard time at her house.
No, it's not that at all. I really changed how I think about this. I've never been more sorry in my life. You have to believe me. I'm begging you.
Okay, if you insist, then I'll let you back in the house. You should be grateful.
Thank you so much. I can't be without you after all, Elsa. Thank you for forgiving me after I was such a jerk.
Not at all. Don't mention it. So, about the rent. From the location and the size, I'd say about $750 is a fair rate.
Huh? Rent? We're married, right? I've never heard of anyone taking rent from their husband. Quit joking.
No, you're the one that needs to quit joking. We're getting divorced, so of course I'm charging you rent.
What? Divorce?
I'm leaving the house. If you want to keep living there, you have to pay rent.
But I apologized. I thought you forgave me.
Do you think that you can get away with anything as long as you apologize? What a childish way of thinking. Of course I haven't forgiven you. I can't keep living with someone like you.
What? Are you serious? I begged you to forgive me. You should just let it go.
You get angry with me when I tell you the truth. That's you, all right. You're just embarrassing yourself now, so you should just stop. Lol.
No, wait. I just got a little emotional. I'm genuinely sorry for what I did.
If you can't even hide it, you don't have to pretend anymore. Lol. Oh, but don't worry. I don't mind renting my house out to you, even if you're an embarrassment. Your rent will be a little high, but as a tenant, you have to abide by a decision made by the landlord. After that, I divorced Tom. I thought that he would throw a tantrum and drag his feet. But since his mom gave Tom an earful because he was in the wrong, the divorce went smoothly. I was just happy that everything got sorted so quickly. As expected, Tom didn't end up renting the house after our divorce. I didn't want to continue living in a house that brought back memories of living with Tom, so I rented the house out to someone else. I now rent the house out to a young married couple, for a fair market rate, of course. I personally don't have good memories of living there, but I hope the new tenants do make some good memories there. Tom went to live with his mother after the divorce at first, but I heard that things got difficult for them after she found out the truth. When she came to me to apologize, she told me that she kicked Tom out and he's now living in a shabby apartment. People with the strongest beliefs are the most resistant to change. So that's probably why Shelley didn't listen to me about Tom at first. I'm now enjoying my life of freedom without being tied down by Tom or Shelley. I don't know what the future holds for me, but I'm making the most of my time by myself.